woman in Florida who went to withdraw $20 from the ATM, looked at her receipt and realized that her balance was $999 million, so almost $1 billion. This actually made her the 615th richest person in America.
Nice.
So there is 614 billionaires walking around the States right now.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of billionaires.
Yeah.
I really should be friends with one of them.
You are.
Oh, really?
Rod Smith.
So let's say you guys go to the ATM and you find out you have that much money in your account. For Jamie, we'll do a 10 billion to make a bigger difference. But
James,
what would your reaction be, and what actions would you take? I guess.
You're screwed. Like that's not the case of like finding a briefcase full of money. Like that the bank is going to find the mistakes. So there's nothing you can do about it. You can't even try to hold on to it for a while. You can't empty your go and withdrawal. Well, you can only withdraw $1,000 a day anyway, or something like that, right? Out of your Instabank. So you're done. There's nothing you can do except alert.
You can maybe transfer the funds.
That's true.
Yeah,
you could transfer $1 million.
They're going to ask
transfer $1 million out of 999 of them. How greedy is this bank going to be? They made the mistake.
Would you be willing though to go on the run with this money?
With the
lamb?
Oh yeah,
on the lamb.
I think I would.
Yeah.
I think I would. I think I'd be willing to.
How long would you last on the lamb?
Oh, I would last.
With that money?
Living
that
in
kind of money, I could get. I would be I'd be very much on the grid. I would be all over the grid, but it would be like a bit of a cat and mouse game with the police and Instagram, and I'd be in like a Vegas club, and then like the next night I would be also in a different Vegas club. So they would
they never.
You're not even smart enough to leave Vegas.
They would have to guess.
Go to Atlantic City, something.
At least go to Reno or something.
Then I would be
you dummy.
I would then go to I would be caught very quickly. But
for me,
listen.
For me, look, I'm obviously you're to Jimmy's point, you're not going to get away with it. So you can either do the right thing and just say, look, guys, this is not my money. This has been an error. And hope that they give you some type of reward as compensation, or you just do the right thing and know that you could look in the mirror the next day and go, "You idiots! You should have taken the money."
Okay, let's do a real hypothetical then on that. I'm going to come up with just an idea. A plane crashes in the rural woods.
Okay,
it's wintertime.
Okay,
you and me and Puffy and Lester Stoff. We find it. We're out hunting.
By the way, thank you for including us.
I didn't think he was going to.
Me and Lester can't go golfing with Jimmy, but we get on the plane that crashes.
No, you're not on the plane.
We're on a hike. We're
hunting.
Hike.
Oh,
we're hunting.
That's
what I want to know.
We find.
Did we shoot down the plane?
We find a plane.
Well,
you idiots! This is
not going well.
It's the plot of A Simple Plan, all right, with Billy Bob Thornton and Bill Paxton. I thought you guys would catch on to that. But
now I got to pull up the Wikipedia for that.
So the bottom line, I am Bill Paxton.
Yes.
Puffy is the slower brother, Billy Bob Thornton.
Jacob Mitchell is the guy's name. You're Hank Mitchell.
Stoff is the friend buddy of theirs. He's a farmer from down the road, one of their drinking buddies.
Okay, nice.
And Lester is his wife.
Oh, I was hoping
both Stoff and Lester end up dead maybe 45 minutes through the movie.
Ooh, tough break, boys.
But anyway, so you find this money.
So is Brooksy Bridget Fonda?
Yes.
Yes. Brooksy is definitely Bridget Fonda.
All right.
No, she made one good movie. That was it. Continue.
So they find a bunch of money in this plane. There's a couple of dead guys in the plane. They pretend they don't find the plane. They take the money. It ends up being drug dealers. some guy comes into town looking for the money. It was such a simple plan, and yet it all goes south. But would you keep the money? You come across a plane crash. We're out in the woods, hanging out. Let's make it summertime. We're playing golf. The four of us finally play golf together.
Yeah.
Puffy has hit his ball deep into the woods. We find the drug plane with all the money in it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
We take the money.
Is there anyone on board?
Yeah, just dead bodies.
Hold on. Say the one guy's dead, but the other guy is kind of like a little bit alive, and but he's like, don't take my money. And do we pretend we don't hear that?
Yeah, no, we smother him.
And we
smother him.
No, you take your tailor-made clubs and beat him to death.
Hey, only if he looks like a drug dealer.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
Oh,
you can tell he's a bad guy.
You can tell by just looking at him.
Because you never judge people by their appearances, but he looks like a drug dealer.
He's wearing a t-shirt that says "Ideal Drugs."
That's right.
I think I'd probably try and do that one day, Puff. We try and we can get away with that 100%.
one. I think we could do it, and I wouldn't feel guilty.
Well, my thing is, if it's $1 billion, I would just try to take a small amount that's large to me. So I would take like $100K.
So in the end, though,
suitcases.
Billy Bob Thornton was vulnerable. Like it looked like he was going to talk because he was slow.
Yeah.
And so Puffy, I would have to shoot you.
Oh, so this is like a Mice and Men.
No, it's like a simple plan.
I gotta Google that one.
What happens in Of Mice and Men? I don't even never seen that, or I never read
1 second, Jimmy.
You didn't go to school? It's not like I read it on my own time.
Is that Shakespeare?
Oh.
Are we talking about the 1916 silent romance?
Of Mice and Men?
Yeah, that's what it says.
I read Catcher in the Rye in high school, not Of Mice and Men. Never read Of Mice and Men.
I did too.
I never read of my
Death of a Salesman.
Death of a Salesman.
Was very
I
good.
saw Judd Hirsch do that play in Toronto. The Death of a Salesman killed it. It was so good.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my god!
Do you think we could have not tell people? Like keep the secret, or do you think we would let?
Tell no, I think that you would get drunk and tell everyone in the bar.
Or your actions.
Got some drug money here.
As a matter of fact, you'd probably bell T-bill on the pod. Stoff would be like, I gotta edit this. And that would be our one live pod.
Live pod, yep.
Guys, remember the money?
Remember the money in the woods.
Remember when we suffocated that guy in the plane? He looked like a bad guy.
Me and Bump would just be like, we got
Soul or AOL or AOK.
Oh, if Bump was in on it, we wouldn't last a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you could. I think that's fair game money. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel guilty about that.
Especially if we shot the plane though.
That's
our cash.
A little bit.
I don't know though. I might feel too guilty. And remember, in the end,
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Bill Paxton burns all the money in the fire.
Oh,
that's what it says here.
That's
and much to the chagrin of Bridget Fonda, she wanted him to keep that money.
Really?
She was not happy with the whole decision.
Brooksy would not be happy with you.
It was such Brooksy, it would be spent long before it was burnt. Brooksy, I've decided to give the money back. We got a problem, Jimmy.
It's a lot of bags.
Did you not see my bag room?
All right, sorry. That took too long, though. On to the next thing on things that I saw on Twitter.
I thought we're still doing what you're watching. We spoiled all these shows.
We really spoiled that.
Yeah, okay,
Good
so
movie,
anyway,
by the way.
the old woman was terrified. She tried to give the money back, but couldn't get a hold of a human being to talk to on the phone from the bank.
Well, there's a shock. There's a shock.
So now with that being brought into the story, do you not think you should keep the money at that point? If they won't even talk to you?
Well, I wouldn't do any. Actually,
there's no button to press for automated. There's $1 billion in my account.
I take it back. I would not call the bank or maybe make an effort. But if she gets put on hold for 2 seconds, you just sit there. Later. Just don't spend it because they're going to catch it immediately. But it's up to them to contact you. It's not your problem.
But if you just spent it on stuff that can't be like refundable or whatever, then you can just be like, "Oh, I thought that was my money."
No, They're going to
How?
make you. They're going to make you repay.
No,
the
but
money.
what if you
You're
just
like,
keep
well,
debiting
I have
and be
no
like,
money,
well,
so
I thought
take
I had
that
the
bank.
money in my account. You just
Yeah.
keep using debit. everywhere.
That's not an excuse. That's
They catch
just
you.
irresponsible.
Then you just pull the Dumb and Dumber, where you I owe you one
IOUs,
Ferrari.
yeah.
You're gonna want to keep that one.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money? That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs. Go ahead and add it up. Every cent's accounted for. Look. See this? That's a car. 275,000. Might want to hang on to that one.
That's right.
That one's
That's
worth a
right.
lot of money.